that he was beating me inside the house, dragged my head, pulled me down, and I was struggling, struggling like this. Then as he was struggling, I carried knife. I mean, a scissors, something. When you were in that state, I was just struggling for like that, and something came into my hand. It was an object. I wanted to kill him that day. Oh, my son ran into, "Mommy, stop!" And that voice of my child, my son, my first son, shouted, and I heard him go. I heard the voice. I stopped, and I dropped the knife. This man, you want to kill me? Oh, the beating entered pro mass. Or be a dumb missile like this. He wants to end me. Wow. My children were wailing, shouting. Then the grace of God that happened that day was my little girl, my last born, 10 years. She was 3 years or 2 plus. So I think she fell from the bed. So when she fell, you understand? I didn't caught everybody's attention, including him. The fight kind of stopped. My children ran to go know what happened to their sister in their room, and then he too followed me. I wanted to follow. Someone said it's time to escape.
Okay.
So really, I didn't follow them again. I just took the back door
and went
and tried to. If you see my body, all over me, bruises, my eye, everywhere. But I was on this kind of braid, a longer one. So I used my braid to cover myself. I didn't want people to know, because we live in a self compound, so nobody will come for you. We live in a whole compound, nobody was coming. So our neighbors were far. Then here was road. We live in a T the houses were on the other side. So even though scream and die, then nobody's going to come. So when I came out of the gate, thinking that it was over, behold, this man left the children and followed me with pants, boxers, outside the street. I didn't know it was coming. I was just walking. I want to go to my friend. May I saw this in prison because she died during that period. I want to go to her place because she's the only one I tell my pain. Nobody knew I was going to that period because I had a school to protect. Remember, I was like a role model. So anything that happens, I will lie. Any bruises, I will say I have accident. Sometimes, that kind of thing, because I want parents to know that I am going through domestic violence. They will not trust you with their children anymore. And most of these, my parents, they come to me for advice. So counseling, I will counsel them. They will settle in their homes. I will even give them school fees, if money a discount on school, even the money on the problem. So I didn't want them to know that this counselor way they, so
having same issue.
I wanted them to that respect. I want to keep it. So nobody knew what I was going through. So I was trying to, go to my friend and tell her, because it was from me too. So I want to go and tell her what, to cry. She is to console me, knows go don't worry, as I was going to her place, what I heard was, you can ban on Facebook now. In English, you will appear on Facebook. Remember that time before the COVID? This internet is not this.
Yeah.
I was on the street, T John Shop. I want to cross to that street to where her house was. Do you know that? Boom. As I want to turn like this to say, please stop. This is my road. He just dragged me again on my head, by my head. That my hair was flowing. He dragged me again and put me on the ground and was dragging me by my head back to the house. Like goat that I'm not a goat that I cannot drag on. He was dragging me back
to the house.
Then to the house. I was just like this, dragging me like goat. It was one man, I think the Yoruba man with the red car, one saloon car. The man saw it because we were passing by. People not came out. He then stopped and gave him slap from behind like this. It was that slap that made him to release me. The man slapped him. He was like, slapped him again, second time. I said, why did he just said, he's my wife. And so what? The man, there was some other guys, some motorists, and that stopped. And there was crowd. I felt like, made the ground open, make I enter inside.
I can
imagine. Him, since how many years, that came to light. That was what broke the Kame's back. That was it was that same Yoruba man that called Alausa.
Okay.
Domestic violence. Called them. They came. And that's how the case started. So I'm going now for treatment because all my body, after like 2 hours, I couldn't even move because it became stiff, the beating, the blood, everything. And that was the case. The case is still there. He almost went to jail now. It was the same me that went and begged the Alausa that they should please. He should not go to jail because I sued him for assault and harassment. Yes. Man, I'm going to family side begging. He's found with mommy and my children too. I was like, let me not be the reason why the father would not go to jail for the first time in his life or So I just consider and I told my lawyer because government gave me free lawyer. And I told the government that I don't want to take him to court again. I don't want to marry again. If he can leave me alone. That was how the whole thing happened. And they told him that you should leave the house and everything, that you bring him support. He never brought support. They did everything because he could not even see him. They will call him, he will not come. If not, he will run and go to the north because he knows not. He's nobody know where he is again for a long time. So he's like, So I have accepted my fate and I'm taking care of my children. But the problem is that the family members, they are all doing well.
Okay.
Yeah, they're from a big family.
And why are they not supportive?
That is the wickedness. That is the wickedness. They say they have children somewhere. They left me with the burden to do everything alone. Then tomorrow they come and claim they have children. So but they let that tomorrow come.